G'day, guys. Welcome back to Stat Chat Sports. You're here for our preview. Brisbane, Richmond, elimination final, Thursday night. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Slightly different format with the videos this week. We're doing game previews of every single match. So if you're a big fan of that, make sure you hit subscribe. You'll keep up to date with all of our videos this week. All four of us on the channel this week. Steve, BT, Tazza, all ready to go. Let's get stuck into it. It's not BT's game of the week this time. This is Taz's game of the week. Tazza, mate, let's turn it over to you.
All right, boys. I'm taking over, and we are going to Brisbane and Richmond at the Gabba, 5th versus 6th. It's going to be a bloody good game. From what we've seen, it was only round 20 that these two teams played each other. It was Brisbane looked like they're going to run away with it. Richmond comes storming back for the biggest comeback of the year. It was 42 points down. They managed to claw back. And look, I'm not a betting man, but I think Richmond are going to do it again. And I think they're going to do it at the Gabba this time. It's Richmond have a pretty damn good record against Brisbane, even at the Gabba. Have a winning record at the Gabba, which I was quite surprised about. It's quite surprising. They have a 29%. This is overall. This is all the games. 29% win record. Brisbane against Richmond. Wow. So they really don't get it done very often. And 6-9 at the Gabba. So Richmond have even got the wood over them at home. It's going to be a good one.
Brisbane's been such an interesting team this year because they started out so well. I think mid-year they were top of the table, looking like an absolute certainty to make the grand final. They've really fallen off a cliff, Steve, and quite concerning for Brisbane fans. Their record against the top 8 teams, not good. 2-7 against top 8 teams this year, Brisbane.
Yeah, that's not a good record moving into finals where obviously all you play is the top 8 teams. So yeah, they haven't won a final for a while, have they? Their last few years, they haven't won, have they?
They've won some finals, but they've struggled to get over the hump and take that next step.
Tripping at the final hurdle.
Exactly right. So
yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this one here and go packing this season, because that makes them for some terrifying reading, I think.
BT, the likely inclusion of Dusty this week, what is that going to mean to Richmond and how they operate in this game?
Well, we've got to say he's the best finals player ever, if not one of the best players ever in general. So obviously, even if he's not fully fit, you play him. He knows what to do on the big stage. So the issue I have is with this week off, with Brisbane getting absolutely smashed in round 23 to Melbourne, this week off, I think it favours Brisbane in this circumstance. They can regroup and then see if they can regain that early season form. Where if both teams are going straight into the round, Brisbane's probably one of the worst teams on form out of the top 8. They haven't really played very well over the last 6 weeks or so. They've got wins and whatnot, but haven't dominated like they did at the start of the season. So I think it will be a pretty close game, but you never want to verse Richmond in finals. Their game style is exactly how finals are played, and they're a danger team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think Brisbane have been very susceptible at the back, particularly in the second half of the year. And Tazza, you might have the stats on this, you might not, but their defence even more in doubt now with the announcement on Monday today when we're recording this. Marcus Adams done. He's not coming back for the rest of the season. Concussion issues. So hoping he's all right, but that is a massive blow for the Lions.
Yeah, that's huge, and especially with that Tigers forward line. Tom Lynch should be back. Not back, but he should be fit. Noah Cumberland looks like he's going to be fit, and if Dusty does play, we should play forward. So that's a huge forward line, especially when you're chucking in Ray Walt, Shea Bolton with that mid forward mix. It's lethal, and they're going to need every single weapon they can get. Harris Andrews, Starcevic, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold it up.
So, Tazza, it sounds like this is a foregone conclusion in your mind. You think that Richmond going to the Gabba, getting it done, no questions asked.
Well, as BT said, Richmond are the September team. They're the team that just get it done at the business end, and I think it's all apart from Dylan Grimes. Really, their injury list it's pretty good. They've got a reasonably clean bill of health. They've the last game that they played was at the MCG, so take it with a grain of salt what happened, but I think they know that they can beat Brisbane. They've done it before, and they did it convincingly in the sense that they just steamed home. Yeah, for me, I'm going with the Tigers.
Conditions check. Anyone got that this weekend?
Well, it's a night game at the Gabba, so it's dewy, and I mean it really lends to both teams' football. They're both that sort of. They're not uncontested at all. It's all contested possession. It's all just extract it and get it forward, kind of chaos ball. So, I mean, I don't think it really hurts Richmond that much.
Love a good conditions chat here on the channel. BT, who are you tipping this game?
I have no idea why, but I'm going Brisbane. I don't know why.
Ooh.
I've just got this hunch that they're going to get it done.
Home team, backing them in. I like that. Steve, your thoughts, mate? Who do you like?
Yeah, based off of what I've heard, I think I like Richmond this week. And Taz has given me enough evidence to convict that Richmond will walk home with this.
I've got another stat for you. Richmond were in the lead at some point in the last quarter of 20 of their 22 games this season. They have been ultra consistent throughout the whole year. It was only the start of the year which they were pretty much they'd lost a couple by 20 or more. But since then, I think since round 6, they haven't lost a game by more than a goal. So they've been pretty good. I don't think the ladder really quite does them justice.
Yeah, it's a good point. They haven't been blown out, but they also haven't put teams away either. So they haven't really
They put
been
your boys away.
Well, it's not hard to put the Eagles away.
To the tune of 109 points from memory.
Are the Eagles even really a team at the moment? Let's be honest. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that doesn't
yeah.
count. Definitely doesn't count.
It doesn't matter. So, Eagles aside, they have struggled to really put the teams to the sword. So, you know, we might still have a game on our hands in the last quarter, and I think that's what we want to see with the exciting round of finals to go. For the record, Richmond for me. So, BT, you're in the minority here. Most of the chat here thinks it's going to be a Richmond win. If you're a supporter of either team, let us know in the comments who you're tipping and why.